Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great. I know it's been a long time since I had made a fragrance review. I've been really busy with work, so that's the reason why I could not find time to review a fragrance. But this fragrance just made me to make a video. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Boss Bottled Absolu. So if you follow the fragcom or in YouTube, you must be knowing that this fragrance is getting an immense amount of hype. So you all must be wondering if this fragrance is really good or is it just another YouTube hype or the free bottle brigade. And so I just tested this fragrance. I usually blind buy fragrances that can be a hit or a miss. But since I'm working at Macy's, I can test any fragrance. So I tested this fragrance and I bought it just because I really love the fragrance, not because someone gave me a free bottle or nothing like that. So this fragrance is the newest release from Boss, and this is the box that comes in the usual Boss bottle box, and they have mentioned the notes on the back, and it's a very simple note breakdown. Top notes leather, heart notes patchouli, base notes cedarwood essence. So if you are familiar with Boss bottled elixir, you must be knowing that Hugo Boss has stepped up their fragrance game and they are like venturing into the niche category. With Elixir, then came the Triumph Elixir, and now the Absolu. So all these three fragrances are kind of in the same ballpark. So Boss Bottle Elixir. So I don't own a bottle of the Elixir. I tested it and it was like it was really good. Like if you're familiar with niche fragrances, Boss Bottled Elixir was the first fragrance from Hugo Boss that really pushed the limits. But it was kind of like a bit of medicinal smelling to me. And if you, any of my friends from Kerala maybe can relate, we get like a medicinal thing or called korambu that we use for in older times people used to take bath by applying that thing called korambu. So I got that kind of a medicinal vibe from Boss Bottled Elixir, and that's the main reason why I didn't buy that fragrance. And but Boss Bottled Absolu was really perfect for me. That it removed the harsh elements from elixir that was off-putting to my nose, and it was made more with the patchouli and bit of a sweetness added. So this is the bottle, the Boss Bottled Absolu. It's almost similar to the elixir, but they have like given some kind of a brownish shade in the bottom. So, and this is I think created by Anik Manado, an amazing perfumer. So I was really hyped, and I was just following some YouTube videos that were like amazing positive reviews. Some reviews said it was the best release of 2024. So I was really wondering what's going on with this fragrance. I tested it and I was like really impressed. So I am one of the guys who really loves this fragrance. So there may be other people who absolutely hates this fragrance. So these are just personal opinions. And I watched one negative review from one of my favorite reviewers, Mr. AC. So he just destroyed this fragrance, and in his video he compared, he was telling this smells like any Middle Eastern fragrance like that gets released from Latafa or any other brand. So I don't agree with his statement, because yeah, like all Middle Eastern fragrance clones like Latafa, they make the inspirations of higher niche fragrance. So for example, take Ombre Nomad from Louis Vuitton. So people don't criticize Ombre Nomad of smelling like it's another $30 clone fragrance. So why is the hate for Boss Bottled? That I can't understand. So when a fragrance house, designer fragrance house like Boss is trying uh, to break from all the monotonous releases and is trying something different, like venturing into niche territory, they're just criticizing of being yet another like a Middle Eastern fragrance. And to me, this fragrance doesn't smell like another Middle Eastern fragrance. Like most of the Middle Eastern fragrances, they have this rose oud thing going on with like leather and stuffs like that. But to me, this is more focused on the patchouli note. So if you don't like patchouli, there are higher chances that you may not like this fragrance. And if you follow my channel, one of my absolute favorite niche fragrance in the recent times is this fragrance, Tony Yomi from Zerjoff. This is a patchouli bomb, patchouli leather fragrance. And some people say passion fruit because I don't get any passion fruit in this fragrance. To me, this is a leather patchouli, amazing fragrance. This is one of my all-time favorite niche fragrance. So, Boss Bottled Absolu has similar vibes. I'm not saying it's a clone or anything. These are totally different fragrance. But if you like the dusty patchouli in Tony Yomi, you are going to love Boss Bottled Absolu. And one more fragrance I can compare it to is red tobacco. Not the opening, the dry down of red tobacco. You get that spicy, sweet, resinous with some tobacco notes thrown in. So the dry down of red tobacco, and one more niche fragrance I can put in the list is Carlyle. So if you mix like take the harsh elements of red tobacco and take the take Carlyle fragrance for example. Carlyle is not that offensive like red tobacco. Is like a smoother version. So this has more resemblance to Carlyle. And if you talk about Carlyle, it's like $300 or so. So if you don't want to spend that much money like for a perfume stimuli fragrance, you should definitely try your nose on Boss Bottled Absolu. And this is a really solid fragrance. And I'm not saying it is the best fragrance ever released or none of those statements, but it's a really solid fragrance from Boss Bottled from Hugo Boss, and I prefer it many times over the Elixir. That's like hugely popular, but I don't think that a fragrance like Elixir will be liked by mostly the females. And I can see this fragrance being liked by females over Boss Bottle Elixir. So if you are someone who is who like thinks about getting compliments, I would say go with Boss Bottled Absolu. This has the Elixir made more softened or more smoother version of Elixir with the chocolatey patchouli. You get some chocolatey hints in the dry down of Boss Bottled Absolu. So this has all the goodness of the fragrances I mentioned like Carlyle, red tobacco, even Tony Iommi. But the only thing I would say, you should like patchouli. Only the patchouli lovers will love Boss Bottled Absolu. And it's an amazing note. And this fragrance is blended to perfection. It's very smooth, nothing harsh, nothing medicinal vibe like with bottled elixir. So I urge you guys to at least give this fragrance a try. Don't blind buy. Try it on your skin and experience the performance, how it performs on you. And I also hear that this fragrance, like many reviewers claim, this fragrance is absolute beast mode, last 24 hours on them, but not with me. To be frank, this is an above average performing scent. To me, like I don't get like monstrous performance from many frags. For me, even red tobacco is not a that beast mode. I would say for me, on me, like fragrance like Shuhra, Royal Tobacco, Interlude, and which other fragrance I can think of. Historically perfumes Fidelis. That's an absolute monster on my skin and my like clothes. But this one is an above average performing scent. 8 hours easily with good projection for the first 2 hours, and then you get a nice scent cloud around you. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this fragrance for the fall and winter. It's an amazing fragrance that you can wear for this season. And summer, don't even think about it. Like autumn and winter, this fragrance will shine. And this is perfect for the current season, for holidays, if you want to gift someone. And it is very manly fragrance. That's one more thing I would say. It's very manly. Like you get that a grown matured kind of a vibe with this fragrance. So I won't recommend this to teenagers. They would I think I hate this fragrance. They are better off with Limel Elixir. So this one is for the grown man. If you're like me who loves fragrance like Layton Exclusive and Tony Yomi, this fragrance is for you. So I suggest you to try this fragrance. Hugo Boss is doing an amazing job by pushing the boundaries and venturing into niche categories. So if you don't want to spend $300 for a niche fragrance and you want to enjoy that quality, you can definitely get this scent. So woody, mature scent with spices. I don't get any tobacco and leather. And leather is not like too much like in your face. It's really well balanced with the patchouli and the cedarwood notes. So I highly recommend this scent. I will give it a solid 9 out of 10. And it's an amazing designer fragrance. I won't say it's the best designer fragrance ever created, but it's a really great fragrance. So if anyone of you have tried this fragrance, do let me know how you feel about this fragrance. And yeah, I was like kind of away from the fragrance game because nothing exciting was coming for me to review, or so I was just a bit off from the game. And this fragrance has really, like, you can say, rekindled the passion for fragrances again in me. This one and the one fragrance the Quentin Bish fragrance, Teriyaki Intense. These have really impressed me, so I made a video on these two fragrances. So hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on the video. I would like to hear your response if you have tried this, and if you love it, if you hate it, whatever, just put in the comments. That's it, guys. I'll be back with another fragrance that I hope will inspire me to do a video. Thank you, guys. Bye.